right, Shalom. All right, we're the brothers here out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. This is Gamal Yala. All right, this is a GMS Godspeed. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that pushed out this truth and sincerity. All right. Now this is a quick lesson. All right, and it's going to be centered around basically how the Lord is prepping us for greatness. Okay, while we're on a low level in the world, so to speak. All right, while the people that are renowned, the people that have status and money in the society, okay, they're being led to destruction. Okay, so there's the basically the juxtaposition of both sides, and the Lord is he has both sides of the token. Those whom are his objects of mercy, and those whom are his objects of wrath. And the objects of wrath, okay, right now they're gonna be living good, So y'all start out with that.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 8. It says, "And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content." Verse 9, "But they that be that will be rich."
Real quick, because it said, those that have raiment, let us be content, which we got to be content with what we have.
Right.
Okay, that's humility as well, is because we don't have much.
Right.
Brothers don't have, brothers, have a car, a regular place. We don't have no immaculate houses or none like that. But look, we got the basic necessities, so we got to rejoice for that alone. You got it.
Correct. Verse 9, it says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many temptations. Verse 9. It says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
Right. So, because when you have money that comes with pleasure of spending your money, or it comes with a temptation of wanting to please yourself, because money is all you need to have fun.
Yeah.
Money equals you having a good time. You have money, you can go fly to the islands anytime you want. Go sip a pina colada in the shade. You can money affords you the luxury to enjoy yourself. So therefore you basically lead yourself into temptation. Just like a lot of drug addicts, they gotta have money to be able to uphold that habit, man. You can't be broke as hell and be a drug addict.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it's gonna lead you into being broke eventually. A broke ass drug addict, but it starts with you having money. Most times.
And if I may add on to the brother's point, having an abundance of wealth in this type of society and the make of this society, it opens up more avenues of wickedness for you. All right, of course you can be a broke nigga that's wicked, but being rich in society, in order truly to maintain an abundance of wealth in society, you have to compromise your integrity to some form of fashion. And to continue to make that money, you have to continue to do degenerate activity that is not seemly to the Most High, Yahweh. Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Continue, it says, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown man in destruction and perdition.
Yeah, just like the brother said, eventually what's gonna happen is you're gonna drown yourself into destruction, okay? Because over time, you like you said, like the brother said, you're gonna compromise your integrity, and now your morals, basically you lost all your morals because of money, okay? Because you're so addicted to living a certain lifestyle, you're so addicted to getting money that you're just like, man, you know what? If I got a lot of these celebrities I put on a dress, because otherwise they're gonna take away my fame,
Right.
or whatever. You know what I mean? You get accustomed to having, okay, that when things present themselves to where you're challenged, you're gonna fall into it every time. Keep going.
Yeah, con. Verse 10 it says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil."
Yeah, and that's the main point of the whole thing is the love of money.
Right.
Now, there's nothing wrong with money itself, because we need money. The scriptures say money is a defense.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would like to misquote that and say, yeah, money is the root of all evil. No, it
Right.
says the love of money. That's where it drives you into compromising
That's
yourself.
exactly it.
You know, loving money. Us, we hate money.
Right.
Now, of course, we need it. You know, we realize we need it, so you know we have to work. But we hate we hate the idea of having to keep a fictional what do you call it, currency note, reserve note, and we hate the idea of this system.
Really the compromising of yourself that goes along with obtaining it, man.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
Jake does everything like the scriptures say for the love of money is the root. It's like, what are you willing to compromise to get this money,
Yeah.
man?
Yep.
That's what love is, because we compromise ourselves for Yahweh Shem Yahushua when we love Him.
Yeah,
Because
just-
we're keeping the commandments, we're abiding in actions that's necessary to show that we love Him.
Beautiful.
And that's
Beautiful.
exactly what it is with money.
Uh-huh.
Right? It's
Okay.
dealing with greed and avarice when you go into the Greek, which what is going to lead to covetous and idolatry, worshiping money.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
Hey, the scriptures say that you cannot serve the
Mammon.
Most High and Mammon.
Exactly. That's
All right. So you can't serve two masters. Either you're gonna love the one or hate the other. So if you love money, then you hate the Most High,
That's right.
and vice versa. If you love the Most High, then you're gonna hate money. And like we said, we hate money. We hate
Yeah.
having to pay rent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, we need it. We realize we need it. But me personally, I hate dealing with. I hate having to fucking pay. You know, make payments and shit like that, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Matthew.
Yeah. Get Luke 6 and 24. I know we ain't called that.
Okay.
I think it's. Let me see.
Turn
Yeah,
it.
Luke 6 and 24.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 6. Luke chapter 6, verse 24. You said 24?
Mm-hmm.
Luke chapter 6, verse 24. And it reads, "But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets."
Yeah. Hey, so woe unto you that are rich. Woe unto you that people speak well of you. Okay. Woe unto you that what else did it say?
It says
Rich. Speak
it
well.
says who are full.
Who are full. Yeah. Hey. It says you shall hunger. Okay. So you people that are being satisfied by the lust of that, all the lusts and goodies that Babylon has to offer, you know, soon that's gonna be taken away from you. You know, like I mentioned, that guy Omi and the Hellcat. He's a good example of the Lord basically stripping away everything, man.
Yeah.
You know, but guess what? He's still proud. You know, and you know, a lot of these people, they're gonna have that mindset. Well, you know, Lord crashed the economy, but it'll bounce back. Or you know, the Lord took away everything, but you know, we gonna basically, you know, Lord loves us, God loves us. But what you people are gonna find out soon is that there's not gonna be a bounce back, and that the Lord really hates you.
Yeah.
You know? You got anything you want to add?
No, that's brother.
Con.
Elaborating that as well.
Con.
When,
Yeah, you can jump to Matthew. I think that was the point, right?
oh, con, that was the point.
Yeah.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 22. It says, "But when the young man," we started verse 21. It says, "Yahushua said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. and come and follow me. Verse 22. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God.
You got it.
And what Yahushua is saying is, if you're rich, what he's not saying is just because you're rich means you're not going to enter the kingdom of heaven. What he's saying is, if you're not willing to sacrifice, if you're not willing to submit yourself and put the Lord as your top priority in this world, then if you're not willing to invest your treasures into the heavenly bank account rather than the earthly bank account, then you're not fit and you are not worthy and will not inherit the kingdom of heaven in all its glory. That's what Yahushua is saying.
Yep.
So he's saying, and also going into Timothy, backing up Timothy, riches, they can choke you up. All right, riches, having riches and money, greed, avarice of this world and this society, it can compromise your spirit, where you'll be prioritizing the riches and wealth of this world, which is imminently and is dwindling as we speak. All right, we're literally at the last grains of the sand in the hourglass. But still compromise yourself and prioritizing the riches of this world, then guess what? He said you should not enter into the kingdom of heaven because you had your reward.
Yeah.
Hey, if I could make a point, because both of those precepts link up so beautiful in the point that brothers are making, is because Jake thinks, because the scriptures is using the word rich, or it's alluding to the wealth of money, that it's not it doesn't trickle downhill. It's like, Jake, you can be rich in attention, you can be rich in fame, you can be rich in human resources. I know people that don't have a lot of money, but they're rich in resources and how to utilize people or whatever, and they esteem that they're comfortable in that. The Lord said, "Woe unto you." He spoke on it in the last, and he's just reiterating it right here in the precept that the brother just brought out, letting you know it's like it doesn't matter on what's on the greatest scale to the least scale. You have to sacrifice everything for the sake of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua to be worthy to receive that salvation, man.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just deal in money, man. You can be rich and receive your consolation in people, in notoriety, in fame, and you can build a comfortable life for yourself in which you ain't studying the Most High, man. The Lord said, "Woe unto you, man."
Yeah, because it says it's a difficult thing for a rich man, like the brother said, he didn't say that it ain't possible.
Right.
Yep.
Anything is possible with the Most High, but it's very difficult for someone with great possessions to give up all of that, to give up that whole lifestyle.
Right.
It's a very difficult thing. We were just saying that through the Spirit, we were walking just a few minutes ago, how basically the temptations of 2019, today's times, it's a whole nother level, man.
Yeah.
The things of this world, like how, Babylon and all the shit that's out here to distract you, the women,
Right.
you know what I mean? Women being a major thing, because basically, that's one motivation, motivational factor of getting money,
Yeah.
is so that you can please the damn woman,
That's true.
But, basically these temptations, man, they're on a whole nother level. So it's very difficult to when you have money, it becomes more difficult to resist temptations.
Yeah.
Okay? If we got a substantial amount of money, then what's gonna happen now, what's gonna inevitably happen is, we're gonna slowly drift away from serving the Most High. If any of us got a substantial amount of money, then we're gonna be looking into how to spend our money.
The scriptures tell you, it's a lot, not to cut you off, the scriptures tell you, no man that warreth entangleth himself in the affairs of this life, of this world, man. Roughly paraphrasing. So either the brother had quoted earlier that you can't serve Yahweh Shemi Yahushua and Mammon, so you're gonna be worried about what you can do to gain, footing in Esau's kingdom instead of the kingdom of heaven.
right. That's right. You got another
Con. Proverbs.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. And it reads, it says, pride goeth before destruction.
Yeah. So that pride, because you know, everyone in the society is proud, man. You know, that what comes as a result of having money? Pride.
Pride.
You know.
See? Yep. That's it.
Nebuchadnezzar, man.
Feel like no one can touch you. Feel like, you know, well, look. Feel like money can solve everything.
Yeah.
You damn near feel like you could buy your way into the kingdom, man. You know.
Yeah.
I got money. You know what I'm saying? But it says pride goeth before destruction. So basically, you know, and that's one of the things that the Lord hates the most.
Yeah.
Is pride.
Yeah.
So of course the Lord is going to destruct you. Now, not only are you going to be destroyed physically, but you're being mentally destroyed. Your morals are being destroyed, like we went into, because you're compromising your integrity, you know, and you're slowly drifting away into carnality, you know. You got it.
It says, Chad B. Moore says, and a haughty spirit before a fall. You know, and exactly what the brothers elaborating on, having money can enhance pride. Okay, I mean, we know certain brothers that, you know, have a certain amount of money that are still humble, but it takes a heavy spirit for the Lord to continue to instill in you humility when you have an abundance. All right, because when you're of a lowly estate, what do you have to be proud about? You're not able to purchase the best woman, the nicest cars, all right, the nicest houses, and do, you know, different things in this society which surpass the normal individual. So, you know, you're not, you know, well, you still got Jake out here proud, but typically when you are in the lowly estate, all right, that's supposed to humble you. That's why the Lord did that in the first place.
Yep.
Because Israel was a nation of abundance. We were an extremely wealthy and rich and prosperous nation, but the Lord, He took away our wealth and our riches to humble us, so we can draw near to Him. I was reading this morning. I was reading Judges, the 6th chapter and the 7th chapter, dealing with Gideon, all right, and the Midianites, the children of Israel, of course, who we are. We had wealth, but it was stripped away from us because we were worshiping idols. It had us so bad. We were in strongholds in the mountains. We was living in caves, man, like niggas in Afghanistan.
Messed up.
You know, messed up because we wanted to worship these false idols, man. But guess what? Because that low estate and that oppression that the Lord put on us, it made us turn back to the Lord. Because them heathens were trying to exterminate us, man. Because you gotta think about it, and it only makes sense strategically speaking from a military perspective when you understand a nation from afar is growing, and they heard about the stories in Egypt. They heard about how we annihilated the 7 mighty nations of Canaan, man. That puts fear in them. So they want to deal with us before we even could spread to Babylon. But they looking at it from a perspective, they about to conquer all of us. All right? But the Lord had it set up when in the battle of Gideon, all right, we slaughtered our enemies, man. All right, and it was all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, but first we had to be humble. And guess what? That's coming back, man. All right, that's coming back through the spirit.
Yeah, because when your resources and your riches are stripped away, when you're broke as hell, that's the lowest point of your life, man. That's one of the lowest things you can experience is not having shit. You know. So that's the difference of or those are the two polar opposites. Either you're gonna be rich and care to the flesh, or you're gonna be lowly and care to the spirit.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. You grab Ecclesiastes, Baba Kashah, Ecclesiastes
7:7, that's right.
Yep. Like the brother said, man, even as Yahweh Shah said earlier, the brother quoted Yahweh Shah, he said, you cannot serve God and mammon. All right? Either you're going to serve the Most High, and mammon is speaking of wealth, riches, man. All right? Your belly. All right? You have to choose. Of course, the Lord might grant you to be comfortable to a certain extent in society, but if you're not serving the Lord, that's null and void. All right?
I got it. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Right. Surely oppression make of a wise man mad. That oppression goes, I believe in the Hebrew, aishah, which basically means to oppress and extort. And that's what takes place in America to Jake, man. Jake is oppressed in this society, man, and it makes a wise man what?
Mad.
A wise man mad, all right, which is the Hebrew word halal, which we know means to shine or to praise, but also goes into to make mad and act foolishly. So oppression makes a wise man act foolishly and irrational. That's why you see Jake compromising his integrity, because Jake doesn't have anything. Jake will act like a monkey just to come up on the check, man. All right, doing all type of ridiculous activities, man. All right, defiling his body just to please his flesh or come up on the check. That's why, because of oppression. You can go ahead.
It says, and a gift destroyed the heart.
See, and that's the point. And a gift destroyeth the heart. All right, a gift. What Esau give you these coins, man? Esau will give you a gift. All right, he'll give you that he'll give you a check. He'll give you the wealth of this world. All right, to shut you up. That's why, look, what happened to a lot of these artists, man? They can't speak up on the truth, all right? Or they're going to lose that money. And what does that do? It destroys their heart. It destroys their reasoning, all right? It destroys their integrity, man, all right? But see, us, the Lord, he has us in a position, really, I mean, of course, brothers can lose their job, lose the job that Esau has over them, but brothers really don't, we don't take gifts, man. All right, of course we'll make our daily bread, but our heart is whole in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
Okay.
And we see clearly, man. And because we see clearly, we act adequately and as clear as we see. All right, that's why you see brothers out here on the highways and byways sacrificing.
Okay.
Brothers see what's taking place on YouTube. They talking about finding this $42,000 for a video. The brothers got hundreds of videos. What's that? That's jail time. We ready though. Whatever it takes. According to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
All right?
Right.
Giving your body as a reasonable sacrifice, man. Did not our ancestors, did not our great forefathers, the sons of Jacob, have to go through the same trials?
Yeah.
How could we forsake this ministry and forsake the path that they have given us, man? All right? But want to call ourselves sons of Abraham. Abraham was willing to sacrifice his son with his own hands.
Beautiful.
How much more so us going into a penitentiary or losing our life? Come on, man. Sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. What does it really mean to be a son of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? It means to follow after Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob through the spirit of power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
That's right. Beautiful. You had something?
Yeah, I got a precept because what the brother was alluding to is still that these Jakes of the world, they really believe in Esau's money system because they see it as their defense against the elements of the world. But the brothers on this side, we understand that Esau money can't save us. The only defense that we have is the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's that strong tower.
Right.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. It says, for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. So the Lord is showing you, yeah, you can trust in Esau's, you can trust in his money. It's a defense in his society. It says, for wisdom is the defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. And that's the point. It's the wisdom that we have the knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and we through us applying the knowledge, that's our defense. That's what gives life to everything, is the understanding of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. First and foremost, that's what gives life to money. It's the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He set things in order for this money to actually have dominion on the planet Earth, for people to actually worship money. It's like the Lord did that. He put that spirit on people, but he got the spirit on the prophets through the knowledge and the wisdom, through us applying, us catching this hell. It's like, yo, that is not a defense, man. The only defense that we have is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It's through us going through those hells, applying, having that knowledge, and us actually going through those experiences, and then through us applying that knowledge and us following the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, we become wise because we didn't veer to the left or to the right. We stayed the straight course. That's what gives life unto all things, is the wisdom. And that's what we're trying to give you through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, as the brother began the lesson, man. The money is not a defense in this society. It's really Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So it ain't no sense of putting hope in it, man.
Right, if I may add on.
Salakia for being long with it.
If
Salakia.
I may add on to you, brother. Wisdom and money, they're both defense, but wisdom is a superior essence of wealth than money.
Okay.
All right, money is defense, but it didn't say money is going to bring forth life. This wisdom brings forth life, eternal life. Does the scripture not say wisdom bringeth a man to a kingdom? You know, so that wisdom is what establishes a man and roots a man in eternity, which is really the sons of Jacob, because we're the ones who have the true wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're the ones who maintain life. Right? We're the light bearers, we're the Luciferians of the planet Earth, man.
Right.
Yep. And nothing can abide unless they have life. Light brings forth life. You know, and we have that light.
That's right. Yeah, so that's pretty much the point. Lord willing, we're edified. We're going to end off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.